at large.
Vice President. What do you mean?
Vice President. Ann Brooks is secretary. This is first time for Ann to be on the board. She's doing a great job.
Yeah.
And of course Patricia and Carol Moore also, who is at home.
She's probably watching on YouTube.
Yes.
Hi,
and
Carol.
she's getting
Hi,
better.
Carol.
Hi, Carol.
Hi, Carol. So those are our board members. One of the first things we want to do, because we're going to try and do the things where we need you involved heavily up front in case you've got to leave. And that is, well, this is something that Bev had put together. And it's a congregation heartbeat survey. And it was a survey that we want to hear from you guys, how we're doing, what you need, do you feel connected, etc. And she put together the survey. It's a moment to introduce something vital to our growth. The leadership team has been listening to the heartbeat of this community over the last several months. We've seen a lot of change, and now we want to hear from you. Sue is passing out a community heartbeat survey. This isn't just paperwork, it's a way for us to ensure that our Sunday services, our teachings, and our social lives are truly nourishing your soul. We want everyone to feel connected and supported. That's very important to us. Please share your honest reflections on what is working for you and where we can grow. If you need a pen, or you have a lot of pockets.
Are we doing this right now, or are we
Yes.
doing it later and then giving it back?
I say do it now.
Okay. We need,
If you need pens, we can get pens for you. Hang on.
do you want our names on them?
Not necessarily. Yeah, not necessarily, but you can if you want. We got pens. We'll touch right down there. Not that we want you to fill them out, hand them in, and leave, but
What?
in case it's, you have to, in case you have other commitments. Your voice is the compass that helps us navigate our future together. And thank you for helping us co-create the next chapter of Sacramento CSL. Bev Barnett did the design work on this, and she's been helping us with a lot of our
She's one of those
Designer.
people in the background.
Yes, we are very, very appreciative of that. So take a few minutes
Is there an extra survey?
Yes.
and fill these out. We'll give you, hang on here a minute. It's 12:20. How about we give you, 4 or 5 minutes? And then we'll come back.
Thank you. Look at that, she's so pretty on the TV.
I know.
I know. Yes.
If you finish your survey, it's a good time to come get seconds or do it for a dessert. basket around later? Did you have?
I see.
Got it.
The old practitioner, oops. The old practitioner, oops.
It was like I have to answer 5 on those.
We haven't figured it out yet. To support them, that's what it is. She's eating as fast as she can.
Too much. Well, I better make sure she didn't take another bite.
Aww.
Well, it worked. Got about a minute to go.
Oh, for the surveys?
Yep, survey, and the
Survey
survey says.
We will report back what the survey
Yeah.
says, so.
Put our name here. Put our names up to you. Thank you, thank you. There we go.
Got another one.
I'm writing all kinds of little dots.
So if you need to think more about your responses to the survey, that's fine, just keep working on it. I want to ease into our next agenda item. One of the most difficult things for people to do is communicate effectively. One of my favorite quotes is, "The miracle of communication is that it occurs." And it is problems with communication, especially when there is some kind of mismatch, that are a challenge to relationships and particularly a challenge in a community, because we're all growing in public, so to speak. So we adopted, with the board, a communication values policy that is being passed out. I helped create this, but I stole a lot of it from the person who mostly created it, who stole it from other people. You know, it's like, don't reinvent the wheel. Right? In the last iteration of this community, there were some serious communication issues. Which is why we have pledged ourselves to transparency and open communication. So these are our values, and we hope everyone will stay aligned with them. And the first one is to assume positive intent. It's much like David said, give everybody the benefit of a doubt.
no matter what came out of their mouth or how it came out, or what their behavior was, please assume positive intent. I don't think there's anybody in this room that deliberately wants to offend or hurt someone. And the second is lean in with curiosity. I wonder why they said that. I wonder why they did that. I wonder what's going on with them. I wonder what's going on with me that I'm reacting so strongly. Okay? Curiosity, not judgment. And then, I love this, fall for our problems. Fix it if you can. Talk directly to the person. Talk to a practitioner. Have a mediated conversation. Talk to the minister. If you're having an issue with somebody, start with talking to them. From a place of curiosity, from a place of assuming positive intent. If you can't accept it, it happened, it's probably not the end of the world. You know, is it really going to matter in a year? Or 10 years? If you can't accept the behavior, if someone the commonality, see the oneness. And if you can't do it, leave. I've had to leave communities because I couldn't handle what was going on. But don't leave without talking first. Talk to a practitioner, talk to a board member, talk to a minister. If there's a serious issue going on, we
Talk with y'all?
haven't done one in years. Would you like to?
I would, yeah.
Hot dog.
I may, yeah, maybe even as a part of a church service,
Mhm.
we could do it.
Mhm. Most of us don't know how to redirect conversations. People come up to you and say, do you know about Sue? Do you know why she's not in church today? Can you tell me about that? And I know Sue. I'm interested in Sue. I have a benign need to know, okay? The response is, I'm not sure. You probably want to talk to Sue about that. Redirect to the person that they should be talking to. It's not my job to tell anybody what's going on with Sue. It's her job. And if someone comes to me and asks personal questions, or to you, you can just go, this doesn't feel like the right time or place. Can we talk about this later? They'll probably forget, and you won't have to deal with it again. But be direct.
We just need a little Patricia on our shoulders.
What am I supposed to say in this situation? But think about that kind of sideways, let them go by. Okay? We don't have to directly confront everything. But is it my business to tell you stuff? I'll tell you one. Christmas Eve, I found out my daughter is pregnant. Yay! It was not mine to tell. So very few people knew about it until just recently. Now it's public. They announced it on Facebook. I did tell the board last month that that's an issue that is easy to relate to. It wasn't my news. It was hers. Okay? So think about it. Is it mine to share? Learn to redirect and boundaries. We all need boundaries. We can't get along with each other without boundaries. Find your boundaries and be comfortable with them. It's okay not to spill your life to someone you hardly know on a Sunday morning. This is not the right place for it. You know, if you want to share your life, then invite them out for coffee. Okay? That makes sense?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
These are just hopefully guidelines so that we can get along, and if something comes up, we have a way to work through it. We don't feel all by ourselves. Okay? That's the first policy that this board has created. So you like it? Makes sense?
Yes.
So
Great.
we can, when we have these work sessions, sometimes we do share our personal, private stuff, and that's different than here. That's-
Absolutely.
Oh.
Every class we start, we go through with confidentiality, and it's a double confidentiality. Whatever is said in this classroom is yours. I don't even come up to you at church and say, so how was that? How did that situation work out for you? You gotta, it's yours to bring up, not mine.
Separate from this.
Good president practitioner too.
Oh yeah, anything you say to a practitioner, well, you need to make sure you tell the practitioner this is done in confidentiality. If you tell me something just casually in passing, I may not realize that you just revealed something personal and private to you. I'm pretty open, so you need to tell me when not to be.
Just so y'all know, you can share anything you want about me.
No, it is good.
Jeez.
I don't
Good
care.
rules for us. It's good. We learn good habits.
I know,
Okay. Thank you.
but if you do, I'll get it.
You won't get upset
I'll
with
get
us.
over it.
You'll get over it. So next is the budget.
Yeah, and there's the exciting. Unless you don't like numbers, then it's not exciting. Love budgets. Let's see what this looks like.
That's more than I make in a year. Woo!
Okay, yeah. This was fun to do. This is my first, I've looked on these before for the church, but I never come up with one myself. So as we go
32,000.
through, and I will do that pretty fast. I took this from, we've been at this church before, at this space before, and I reviewed that budget, compared it to what we've been doing the last 3 or 4 months. And the last 3 or 4 months have been weird because we've had expenses that we will probably never have again, such as helping Ruth pay unwinding way.
Thank you for noticing.
Also, Ruth and Cookie helped pay for the rent. It came in to us as tithes, so they could write that off. So it would make our income look larger than it normally is. They did that for 2 months, so that's like an extra $1,300 each month. That's not gonna be there again. So really from this month forward, it's gonna be more of what it's gonna be normally like, as far as I can tell. And we can go down,
Let me follow with that. That's why you're not seeing monthly, just a,
this is a proposed
Yeah.
budget. What we see is gonna happen over the next year.
Aspen, stay with the one before, yeah. We're not showing you a monthly, because again, it's not until March that we really know. So by the time we get to the April board meeting, if you're interested in having a monthly P&L, it'll be available, just let us know. We're thinking about trying to get a place on the website where you can check in and look at minutes and financial statements, but that hasn't been set up yet. But the numbers are available, just call me or call Corey.
Yeah, if you wanna know anything about the finances, we're very open.
So if you take out Ruth and Cookie's monthly, do you have an idea of what the monthly?
Yes, I do.
It is? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm probably just jumping ahead.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Well, I would say, I think in January, we took in roughly, and this is taking out the anomalies. Let's see, we were also paying some back rent. Patricia and Doug kindly paid rent on one of the locations, and we just now paid them back this month. So we're all caught up, everything is caught up. We predict, and I tend to budget on the low side. I tend to play it safe. Classes we predict will take in about $3,500, workshops $500. Ties, an average of $2,500 a month, times 12 months, times 10% growth. So we think we'll take in this year $37,000. 37,000, is that right?
Wow.
It is, isn't it? Ooh, that's a nice number. And the reason this is really important is because we're looking for a new minister. Patricia has been our bridge minister and signed on for 6 months. Her 6 months is almost up. She will probably, her and Doug will be relocating to Santa Rosa to be with her daughter. So that's on our list too, finding a new minister. It's exciting. Go ahead and scroll. If you have any questions, shoot up your hand as I go along.
I do. So is this all taking into account what the new minister will need to be paid?
Well, it tells us what we might be able to pay them.
Great.
And that's important because when it comes later, we have to fill out like a 1-ad and send it to headquarters. And on that, we have to have how much we think we can pay her. So.
Them.
They,
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
they then. he,
Yeah,
she.
all of them. Yoda could come. I'd be happy. So these are the numbers, rent 13,000, storage, bridge minister, we pay around 3,000 a year, speakers, we have musicians now. This is our prediction. Also, we'd like to do local tithing, which Ann will explain a little bit later, and then tithe to headquarters, CSL headquarters. So we're hoping to be able to tithe $2,000 out this year to local, 1,000 to local, and 1,000 to CSL. Yes, Aspen.
The numbers aren't making sense to me because I need context. Is this per month or is this per?
This is a yearly.
So our, okay.
This is annual.
Yeah.
I asked what the storage, is that, you have to pay the,
Chairs, yeah, we have musicals, yeah. It's not much. We really whittled it down. You have more than we have. So our total expenses.
CSL class attendee fee.
Okay, every time you take an accredited class, we ask you to pay however much it is plus $40.
Oh.
That $40 goes to CSL. That's what pays for the curriculum. You can say, check with CSL, I've got it.
And it gives you your certificate.
Yeah.
Oh, I see, and there's a bunch of expenses, the small ones that are at the top that are not being displayed, but they're on the
This
sheet.
one, first one.
Go down a little bit.
There you go.
P.O. Box office, website domain, that's what it costs us per year to have a website. Zoom's, we already paid those, so. It's pretty slim, we've got it down, it's lean. So we've come up with approximately 31,000 expenses, which leaves us a net of almost 6,000. So then what we did was we added that to what we're paying our bridge minister, and then who's the 2,400 for? Musicians?
Like it.
And
No,
came,
it's part of the guest speakers.
oh, part of the, that's right. And came up with a number, 11,500 that we think we can pay our minister, our new
For the year?
A
a
year.
year.
so if you have a minister, then you wouldn't have the speakers or,
Probably not as much. You might still want to have one a month.
That's why it's only 24 instead of 3,600
Yes, right,
is partial.
exactly. It's 2/3. So, any questions? And you have copies, so, and you can call me.
What is the average? I mean, I know it depends on the place and the.
I have not a clue, and we can even talk about that later.
The
We can talk
average,
about it now if you want.
or what?
Like how much we just pay a minister normally? Like, is this going to be something that would attract a minister? No
A
idea.
living wage would be nice. A living wage would be nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, let me talk about some of the, we're gonna get to.
You want to talk about the man that we have?
No, not yet.
I wanna talk money. I wanna talk money, honey. One of the things that we're gonna be doing, that I'm gonna be doing before I leave, is sitting down with you and talking to you about committed giving. This is not sign your life away. I promise to give, 10% off the top every month. This is not what we're talking about. First off, we teach the law of circulation. What you give is what you get. If you want more love, you be love. If you want more abundance, you be abundance. So this is what we teach. We say, give with joy, give with love. Absolutely. On the other hand, it would be nice for us to know what we can expect to come in. So it would be nice if you guys would look at what you're already given, see if that is comfortable for you, and let us know what that is. Because yes, we're keeping track, but not at that level. It's not at, I'm not looking at Emma, how much are you giving me every week? You know, me as the church. I'm not doing that. Yes, we keep records, but we don't analyze it. Okay? So this isn't personal so much as we as a teaching want to support your abundance, and we want to be good stewards of what comes in. It helps to know what to expect. I also would urge you that whatever amount that you're giving that you're comfortable with, think about increasing it 1%. Just 1%. It's a little stretch, but the law's going to work on that, and you're going to get more back. Okay? This is how we encourage your abundance, your practice of circulation, and our good stewards. Yes, absolutely.
If we can commit that I'm going to time X amount this year.
Yeah, because you'll notice there's no marketing budget. That would be nice. Okay? We would love to have more than $12,000 to pay a minister. Okay? But we're not going to commit that until we know it's going to be.
Are we planning to do the traditional pledge?
Not really. I've got a giving card that I'm going to sit down with you guys and work through. Because I don't want it to be burdensome. I don't want it to be talking. Bridget, you never talk about money, politics, and sex, right? Okay. Well, I can understand why I probably shouldn't talk about politics and sex from the podium. But money's a wonderful thing. Okay, so the other two, politics is just how we get it. So I would want money to be a comfortable thing to talk about. Okay. And you can't not talk about it and have it be comfortable. Okay. So expect me to take you out for coffee someday and have a chat. Okay. Any questions about this? Any concerns about this? Yes, honey.
You know, once in a while, excuse me, in the past of SCSL, occasionally we had a special person would get up and say, I'm willing to commit this much if the congregation can match it, not exactly by...
And matching fundraising.
Right, and I thought that was kind of a neat thing that we did because, let's say $500 is, I'll give $500 if we can get that much from the congregation by this date. So I always thought those were cool.
Yes, those tend to be a wonderful way to fundraise for specific things over and above. So if we decide that it looks like there's enough resilience, movement, flexibility, room in the congregation that we want to do a marketing program, we will come to you and say, we need funding for this particular program, and we have someone who's willing to match donations, okay, over and above Sunday. So yeah, that's a wonderful way to fundraise. We haven't talked about fundraising.
And a lot of times it's just someone who comes forward, right, and says, you know, I got this windfall or whatever, I'd like to give 500 to the center if I can get, you know, a match or a double match or whatever. So if you have something like that, I would say go to the leadership, you know.
Remember, we started this 4 months ago with 6 people, and are we viable? I think we've answered the question.
Yeah.
Okay, we are. So now it's what do we do from here? But you build a foundation. And for us, the foundation is communication values. How do we talk to each other? How do we be open and transparent? And then it's, what kind of an organization are we gonna build, both people and finances? So that's why this is at the top of the meeting. Make sense?
Yes.
Any other questions, concerns?
Yeah, I have a concern about you leaving.
I pretend like it doesn't bother me.
One of the greatest things for me was I spoke a couple, that's community. That's what I'm looking for. And you guys are building. I'm gonna say,
And we'll miss you.
And she's gonna be. Look at this, we're halfway through. Ann. Ann's gonna come up and tell you about a new plan for the charities.
Yes.
All right.
You wanna hear yourself out?
You have been the most generous community ever. And all of the fundraising we've done, and gathering clothing, and gathering cans of food, supporting HEART, supporting women's empowerment, just so many different organizations. And if there's a special event that comes up, I'm sure that somebody can bring that up and organize it. But as a community, as a spiritual center, we're going to tithe through our monthly giving. We're not going to ask for extra money anymore. So we'll take it, $500 per quarter to,
$250 per quarter.
Yeah,
That's $2,000.
no, it's 1,000 local tithing.
Local tithing's 1,000. That's
Oh,
$250 a quarter, it's $250.
sorry,
That's okay.
I got a little too generous.
I like your vision.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
So we've chosen women's empowerment again because that's women and children. Supporting them as they learn skills so that they can become self-sufficient with their children. Citrus Heights HEART, we have done HEART in other areas, but since we're here focused in Citrus Heights, we'll support that group. That's homeless, HA assistance, resource team, thank you. And then Corey has brought up that we have never really supported the animals. And when it's hard to feed your family, it's even harder to feed your pets. So besides the Sacramento animal shelter on Bradshaw, Sue has the Fat Kitty, I think. Fat Kitties, and she'll tell you about that. So those are the four. I'm missing one.
Yeah, I had it. Food bank? Oh, food banks.
Oh,
Yeah.
the food bank, of course. That's a big one that we always do. So, $250 per quarter. So Sue will tell us about the Fat Kitty City. Fat Kitty City.
And they do have dogs as well. Some of you know my dog Sherman.
Yes. He's special.
He's a special animal.
Does he have a pet boy?
What's that?
Does he have a pet boy? Mr. Peabody?
Oh, right, yes, he does. That's one issue. Anyway, we actually threw Fat Kitty